captioned, "I clean people's shoes as a side hustle, by the way," and then they also found a picture of the girl Celeste sitting on a bus.
Yo, shout out to the internet. W detectives, they find out everything. I don't know how y'all do it, all right? We got a little bit more evidence on David. I heard his LA house got raided. They had to go get some evidence out of there. Apparently, he skedaddled away after that. But we got some more evidence, so let's see what this evidence is talking about.
Last week, I had made a video about the ongoing situation with music artist David and how he had potentially ruined his entire career and life due to his potential involvement with the missing 14-year-old girl named Celeste Hernandez.
That's crazy.
David went from aspirations of gaming and streaming fame to becoming an internet superstar musician with his songs trending all over TikTok. And for more information on his rise, you guys can check out my last video on this topic. But today I have updates for you guys, including more evidence that makes David look even guiltier than he did before.
Right.
I told you last time that when they found the dismembered body...
the body being found in the Tesla, that's a red flag. I already told y'all. They got 4K cameras on this thing. If it was somebody else, they would have caught him.
Body in the back of his Tesla, that he tried to completely ignore the situation and continue with his countrywide tour that he was on at the time. But now the situation has gotten to a point where they had to totally cancel the rest of his shows, and his label Interscope has also pulled all marketing and promotion on him amid this investigation. And as reported last time, he was complying with the authorities, but the police have still not publicly listed him as a person of interest. And based on the evidence I have, David has still been extremely active online, even as recently as yesterday. So let's start with the fact that people had been calling David out with these Epstein EDP rumors since last year. Although he went back and turned off his comments on this specific TikTok, someone had left a comment as early as February 2024 saying, "Waiting for LAPD to get your ass for messing with a 13-year-old girl."
That's
on
crazy.
A TikTok that he had captioned, "Me to everyone I tricked into thinking this was a love song." And even back 2 weeks ago when the body was initially discovered, a Reddit user had commented, "This guy is a PDF from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader, let's just call her C, and she would go on trips with him to..."
She was in 9th grade and he was 20? My man a sophomore in college and you're dating a freshman in high school, buddy. Lock him up. Lock him up.
LA.
He's done.
They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over...
Okay. First of all, you said they're in 9th grade now, but it turns out C's friends knew and he would pay them. Listen, I don't care how old you are. If you see something like this happening, take the money, still tell. Listen. Take the pay. Hey, look, slide me 300. You ain't never going to have to worry about this. You take the 300 and then you say, "Just kidding," and you go tell, bro.
For a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Which does line up with photos of David handing what appears to be teenagers a brown bag and also a stack of cash. There was also a clip that resurfaced where David appears on stream with who people are saying is Celeste, and the girl in the video says something very strange.
"I media trained you."
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
What?
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
How did people not know about this?
Everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
So he tells his moderators there
Buddy
to
is a
straight up
freaky
delete
boy.
everything. Also, pay attention to the chat, as his fans literally joked about him going on an Epstein flight. They also talk about a David and Celeste Island trip, while also saying that he is both cancelled and cooked. Someone also released a video from one of his concerts where he plays this unreleased song where David says this.
About the love when I'm with you, 'cause I be breaking it all the time. And I don't really mean to call with you.
He said, "I don't care about the law when I'm with you because I be breaking it all the time." Oh, man.
Breaking it all the time. That y'all need to know.
I mean, come on guys, it was like this guy was addicted to dry snitching on himself in his songs and his music videos. And in a song called Decide that he released back in 2022, you know, back when this girl Celeste would have been 11 years old, David sings, "I know what the problem is, save your tears, 7 years, I know life is complicated."
Arrest
when
him.
obviously in 7 years from then, she would have been of age.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but
Okay,
hopefully
okay.
it's like even crazier next
Okay.
year. And then I go on crazy year after year for the next 3 years. And then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone.
No digital footprint.
In
Didn't he have like a Reddit account, bruh? I don't, bro.
5
I don't
years,
know
I'm
what be
gonna
going on
gone.
in people's
Will you
minds
still
thinking they could
remember
get
me?
away with this.
Yeah, bro.
on,
You'll
bro.
have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up whenever.
What's the secret code? Give us the first two numbers.
Absolutely
Of the secret.
not.
Now 5 years from that clip would also be when Celeste would be 18 years old. There was also rumors that the two of them even shared a Spotify playlist together, and there was a video from June 27th of last year where it looks like someone is sneaking her backstage at one of David's shows. Now that looks to me like the body language of someone who is trying to be hidden. And it really does
That's a
make me
fact.
question, like, how many people were complicit in this cover-up? How many people knew that David was running around with this underage missing girl? Because even in his Discord, it's quite apparent that some of his fans kind of knew what was going on.
And I had the idea to kind of make this first music video introduce a character that I had been kind of ideating for a really long time. That's why you see him with the blindfold and the bloody shirt aesthetic and the bow tie. I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga.
Okay.
And I wanted to make my own manga series at one point, and I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it. And a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Itami, which means pain in Japanese. And he wears this blindfold, and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like
This
I
gotta
was
be
a
like a
detective.
sickness.
And there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. He's holding the knife with the bloody thing. You got the girl who's basically like the ghost of the person that he killed. Was his first victim in the manga.
Other than that, internet investigators found an old video of David cleaning someone's shoes, captioned, "I clean people's shoes as a side hustle, by the way," and then they also found a picture of the girl Celeste sitting on a bus.
Yo, shout out to the internet. W detectives, they find out everything. I don't know how y'all do it, all right? This is why you don't commit crimes, ladies and gentlemen.
With the very same Jordans. And things would only get creepier when a now deleted user in his Discord server, who people suspect was Celeste, shared a photo where she has a David tattoo on her.
Now we seen the other video and we confirmed this is definitely Celeste's account, all right? That's a fact.
Finger, which dons a wedding ring. The same user also shared what appears to be her and David backstage laying down together. And in this alleged screenshot, David even claims that he and the deleted user have a kid on the way back in July of 2024.
That's
which
crazy.
People obviously speculate could be the very reason that she ended up losing her life. And keep in mind guys, at this time all the information I'm sharing in this video is pure speculation. And technically it is innocent until proven guilty, no matter how bad it may look. There was also old chats dug up where David says that he was addicted to watching videos. And to me with some of this, it's like, at what point do they really consider like shutting down Discord or having a much heavier moderation system on that? I just really feel like every time some sick shit is happening, Discord is always involved as the means of communication. Now, to get back to the evidence, back in January of last year, David had posted a video on TikTok in which a user says, "Please adopt me, I need it."
Yeah, we've seen this.
And David tags an account with the username 09-07 and says, "Should we?" And I want
That's
you
her
guys
birthday.
to just take a wild guess whose birthday was on September 7th. which is also the very same day that David released his song Romantic Homicide, which, like I told you last video, was the disturbing imagery of a body being thrown into the trunk of a car.
That's crazy.
It's like all the dominoes are falling, all the evidence is lining up against David. I don't really know what more people need to see. He also made this video in 2024, when your car declined to therapy and they bring in that one Hello Kitty girl that you met in 2021. And apparently this girl was known for her love of Hello Kitty. There are alleged Instagram story leaks from her where she has Hello Kitty Crocs on and is potentially talking about David's Hello Kitty doll. From the same Instagram leaks, people found her wearing a bracelet that matches this photo of a hand on David's face, and they also found her purse in the back.
Why have her parents? I feel like you can file a missing report as long as the kid has been gone for 24 hours, right? And it's under 18. You can file a missing persons report for the police to go find them. Why the parents ain't do that? Who is her mom, bro? Somebody post her parents. We need to talk to them. All right. I watched the Surviving R. Kelly doc. The parents was walking the kids up to R. Kelly like, yo, let's get this money and you go in there with Kels. I'm not saying that's what her parents did, but ain't no way she was gone for a whole year with this digital footprint. Y'all ain't find her. There's no way.
Background sitting on the couch of one of David's TikTok videos with the same two keys you see there on the strap. And there was even speculation that David got the license plate on his Sprinter van changed to match her name.
No.
And people also found some alarming reposts on his TikTok page where there are jokes about,
you put your, bro, she was like 12, 13, you're 20, and you put your license plate. She can't even drive a car, buddy. She can't get a learner's permit. And he changed his license plate to her name.
Ending your girlfriend's life for talking to other guys and being so jealous about stories from her past that you blow her brains out. Like, David, what past are you talking about? Like back when she was in elementary school on the playground, you sick bastard? And here is where things get even stranger to me. Like I said, the police had not listed him as like a person of interest or even a suspect. And like I said, there is evidence that David has been online as recently as yesterday. Some of you may know that David was really close to a lot of the biggest streamers online. Him and this guy Jason had even made a song together that has now been taken off YouTube. And this streamer Lacey revealed that David had been watching his stream only 3 days ago.
David was in the viewer list on my stream and he just unfollowed me on Twitch. Is that, like, that's fucking creepy, no?
That's crazy.
Like, look, there's a blank for where the following was.
And just yesterday, he was tracked on Fortnite playing several matches of the casual reload game mode on his account. So I don't know, it's like the guy's whole life could be at stake and he's out here just running Fortnite, like living freely. I mean, something about that just sits so wrong with me. Like, why is this guy not behind bars? I mean, honestly, this sick might be sitting
not behind bars is facts, but I see a lot of people like, yo, how could you be playing Fortnite right now at a time like this? And to be honest, what else would you be doing? Like, well, what should he be doing? I don't think it's that crazy that he played Fortnite, as people are making it seem like, because either you just enjoy Fortnite the last couple times you get to play it before you go in that box, and on the hypothetical that he didn't do it, okay? Just enjoy yourself till the trial runs. So I don't think the Fortnite thing was too crazy.
Loving the attention, because since this whole situation went viral, he's been breaking his own streaming records, because obviously a majority of people had no idea who this guy was before this happened, and also people want to see the potential dry snitching that he was committing in his very own songs.
Run away from home again, carving these notes into bloody arms.
You know, at this point, they have held a bit of a memorial for the girl Celeste. Her brother has also spoken out thanking people for their support. And obviously, the whole situation for her family, whether she had a rough home life or not, has just been absolutely tragic. Either way, the situation just keeps getting darker, things just keep stacking up against this guy David. I mean, at this point, I'm really just interested in knowing how many people were complicit with this going on in the background, how many people were helping him sneak around this girl, and how many people might have David actually paid off, because obviously this whole thing has become just beyond disgusting. And it's really just one of the crazier stories that I can remember in recent time, but y'all let me know what you guys think about the situation down below. As always, I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but I will continue to keep you guys updated. Y'all know it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other tragic stories out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
Hey, man.
Peace.
Listen, that boy David is going to get nailed to the cross. Well, okay, I'm not going to say he is 100%, but the amount of evidence that people have found, now I've seen somebody say some things about like all the information that people found online is circumstantial evidence, and people, they said, what else did they say? Oh, you can't use lyrics and blah, 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 all this other crazy stuff. But I just think the whole finding the body Tesla thing, you say even Brian still can't beat this case. That's a fact. All right. You go dig Johnny Cochran out the ground, Kim Kardashian's dad, go dig them up. All right. And give them life to try to beat this trial. They gonna fail, bro. Okay. And I'm sorry if that sounded like kind of disrespectful. That did sound kind of crazy to say that, but I'm just saying it don't matter what. They got OJ off. That's why I said it. All right. If they got OJ off, I don't think they getting David off. David's done. Okay. But I guess we just wait. They say he fled. I seen Trap Lord Ross just dropped a video saying that he fled his LA apartment after they came and got some evidence. So I guess they do a couple little more fingerprints, and we will be getting some conclusions on what's going on with them.